Hey guys, not Bald Eagle here, and we're back with our walkthrough of Dark Souls 2 Scholar the First Sin. Last episode we cleared up the wall to the Cardinal Tower fort. Today we're going to head out and clear up the lower area right before the tower itself down there. But first, we're going to head up these stairs here and grab ourselves a couple of interesting items. So you'll notice this door here, and it's kind of beat up, but it says it's locked. There are multiple doors like this throughout the fort. This is the only one that this certain mechanic works on, but we will get a key for the other doors after we fight the first boss. But for now, we're just going to smash this door down because it's already weak. Now, before we do that, you can hear tinkling kind of in the background. That's a crystal lizard. They drop certain upgrade materials. They're really valuable. And they will run away from you and despawn in a very short amount of time. So what we're going to want to do is, this mace is actually not the greatest for taking them out because although the R1 will hit them, the R2 will not. So we're actually just going to hit him once with the R1, let it reset, and then hit him again with the R1. We're not going to do a follow-up R1 because this upward swing will not hit them. So let's bash down this door. Let our stamina recover to full so we can just get in there. Alright, there he is right there. We're going to lock on. Hit him. Oh, well, we one-shot him, so we're not going to need two shots. That was nice. So he drops 2 Titanite shards. We're going to grab those. It's kind of dark in here, but over here is a chest. It'll be, well, in your game, you'll be able to see much more. On YouTube, it usually darkens up the episodes, though. We're going to grab a small leather shield and a repair powder. Those will be useful later once we've upgraded our strength enough to one-hand the mace. Back here, we're going to roll up through these boxes and pick up the Hollow Soldier Helm. We're actually going to put that on because it's better than the thing we have on now. As you can see, the defense increased by a whole lot, actually. Actually, more than doubled. I don't want that. I want that. There we go. So, we're going to leave that on. Fashion Souls, I'd give it a C- at most at this point, but, you know, it's okay. We're also going to grab the hand axe and a Radiant Life Gem. The hand axe is an okay weapon. There's better choices, though. We're going to open this door here. Now we're going to be able to see again. We'll notice a chest on our right, but first we're going to want to take out this Sleeping Hollow right here on our left. That is not how you do a jump attack. That is also not how you do a jump attack, ladies and gentlemen. We are learning how to not... Okay, there we go. You know, you'd think right now... I haven't played yet today, so this is the first recording I'm doing, so, you know, like, give me a chance to warm up. We get the Small White Soapstone and a Radiant Life Gem ×2. Small White Soapstone allows you to be summoned to another character's world on online mode, but the unique thing about it is it's on a timer, and you get a Smooth and Silky Stone for completing the timer in the other guy's world. And the timer actually shortens the more enemies you kill, which is interesting. It also lets you be summoned to an area that either has no boss or the boss has not been killed. So if you want to co-op through a game with your friend, like a place like the Dragon Eyrie, the boss is an optional one, so he doesn't become a boss until you aggro him. Therefore, you can't use a normal summon sign through the Dragon Eyrie. But if you use a small soapstone, you can. It takes a little bit longer. I did it with a friend. You summon someone, it lasts a little bit, and then you get the Smooth and Silky Stone, you despawn. We did it in stages, so I would help him, and then he would put his sign down, and he'd help me, and so we just kind of completed the areas like that. Anyway, if you drop on this branch, you can get another Divine Blessing. I never really use them, but if you don't have any Poison Moss, and you want to not die, and you have no other options, pop one. It'll give you full HP, and it'll reduce any status effects you have to 0. We have a lady over there, but we're going to talk to her at the end of the episode, so don't mind her. We're going to come around here now, outside, and take out this guy, because he will charge us. And for the life of me... Two. Just because I'm not doing it fast enough, that's what it is. I think. Anyway, so notice an item down there in that platform. I'll actually show how to get that pretty soon. Won't be during our Force of Fallen Giants um, playthrough, but rather it'll be when I take out a certain area with salamanders later. We will get that as well. So we're gonna want to drop down onto this platform here, and then do a plunging attack onto this guy. Although, oh, I never hit that before. To be honest, I'm terrible at plunging attacks in this game, as you'll soon see as I fail multiple attempts to. I've already discussed ladders, so I'm not going to go into any more depth about that. But, actually I haven't discussed ladders because it was a post-commentary, I completely forgot to. You'll notice a knight down there. They're called Ironclad Knights, I call them Turtle Knights. They're pretty difficult enemies unless you have a blunt weapon, like we have. So we've all taken on easy, but he'll probably come running once I start going up and down this ladder. But to go down ladders, normally you just hold down, but to slide down ladders, you hold a circle and hold down to go up. Just normally hold up, but to go faster up ladders, you hold B and go up. Pretty straightforward. Did we aggro him? We did not. So we're going to roll down. He's going to aggro as soon as he gets to the base. So we're going to take him out before we go and get the items behind us. Move sets of these guys. If he swings from the right side of your screen to the left, it's a single swing. You can attack right afterwards, like that. If he, and I'll see if I can get him to do it. Just gonna spam that one, are you? If he swings from the left side to the right side, you back off because it's a 4-hit combo, and that's just a single downward smack, but it staggers you. So there's the single swipe. If you're behind them, they will fall backwards on top of you, and that is the only moves they have. They have the downward strike, the right to left single swipe, and the left to right 4 combo, and the fall over backwards and smash you. So we're gonna take this guy out with heavy attacks. 8 heavy attacks, yes, because I made it plural, because I realized that one heavy attack wouldn't kill. We're gonna do a jump attack on this guy because I get it. Sometimes. As I've discussed before, it's the most damaging attack you can do. There are a couple of weapons that have, like, special effects that your R2 would probably be your heaviest attack, but neither here nor there. I'm gonna take out this guy right here. And we're gonna take out this guy right here. You'll notice another Ironclad. If you go up in there behind him to try to fight him, you will, he will fall backwards on you. You'll take a lot of damage. So you're going to want to equip those throwing knives you got earlier and pull him out. But first we're going to go up here and take out the couple of hollows up here, which we've already done. So we're going to grab this item here, and we're going to make this jump to some prison stones, which are pretty worthless on their own, unless you, like, are prone to getting lost, or if you like online play and you like, having colorful arenas to fight in and such, but you can trade them to the crows for some more useful items for PvE anyway. So we're going to make this jump right here. We're going to run to the end of the branch, jump, and we barely made it. Hopefully, okay, so we're going to have to do it again, but that is okay, because we didn't take too much fall damage, so I'm okay with doing this again. So we're going to sprint to the edge and jump. This time we're going to make it. We're going to grab ourselves 4 prism stones, and we're going to roll down here. Now we're going to aggro this Turtle Knight, Ironclad, whatever. I like Turtle Knight more. I like Ninja Turtle as well. We're going to try and bait him to do the right to left swing in a second. Here we go. Yes, he did it. So we're going to be able to attack. No finish him. This is the 4-hit combo. It's that delayed 4th hit that always gets people. Wow. That was some serious frame drops there. I'm not going to figure out what's going on with that. It's probably because I'm just using this gaming laptop, which is a good laptop, but probably not the best for recording. We're going to pick up this human effigy that we dropped from, I guess, and we're going to continue on our way. The drop rate for them, for human effigies, is really low. Not really useful to farm them. We are going to heal up, though, and we're going to take this the way I always take it, which is you're going to sprint in and ignore that item on the ground and open the door to your left, because otherwise the fire salamander will hit you with his 3 fireballs and you will die. If you're opening the door, you are invincible to his fireballs, and you're going to want to roll in for the last one. Inside this chest, we're going to grab ourselves a very good starting item if you are Not only if you're like a knight or a warrior, but also if you're a caster of any sorts, because it is the fire longsword, and we're gonna wait for the 3 fireball. Now we're gonna grab the item. Oh no. And we're gonna get the heck out of here. But as I was saying, the fire longsword scales with fire damage, and the fire bonus you get is dependent on how high either your faith or your sorcery is, or both. You know, because fire damage basically caps out at 60 of both combined. So if like I have 10 faith and 40 intelligence, it's going to be at 50. So I'll have a higher damage bonus. So it doesn't really matter if you want to use sorceries, you know, scale your intelligence. If you want to use miracles, scale your faith, and you can have a very excellent starting sword for that. It's really good for a sorcerer as well because you can just infuse it with fire later and just get the basic stat requirements for it, and use that fire longsword for your melee weapon for your sorcerer throughout most of the first half of the game, which is nice. We're gonna come over here and grab this human FG here and make this jump here, which is not a hard jump. If you're having trouble making it like that, just aim for the corner, and it'll stop your roll if you're scared of rolling off to the left. Whatever makes you comfortable. We're gonna sprint past this ambush again and take out these enemies because it's. I don't actually know how he got here. But we're gonna finish him. Roll that. Try to finish the archer. And as I showed off last episode, you can. Goodness gracious! I'm gonna have to go and figure out what is going on with the settings here. As I showed off last episode, you can deflect enemies projectiles back at them. So we're gonna get our life gem. We're gonna heal up. We're gonna come over here and grab this item, this same drop. I'm not sure what it is yet, but oh, that's okay. We're gonna rest on for a night. We got hollow infantry gloves. It's part of the hollow set. Throw those on. Guess they're probably better than this. They are. So we're rocking the hollow gear right now, except for the pants, I believe, and except for the hollow. Oh, we can actually put on the infantry helm. It's worse than the one we have, though, so we're gonna leave on the one we have. And we're gonna go ahead and talk to this merchant to finish up this episode. If you exhaust her dialogue fully, after you beat the first boss there, she will return to Majula, which is nice. Some of the items she sells now, like she sells 10 life gems, she'll sell infinite once you move her to Majula. Another thing to note about her is once you spend 10,000 souls, she gives you a really powerful ring when you talk to her, and that's going to be our goal, which is why we're not going to level up. We're going to save all the souls we have, except for right now, we're going to buy a new hat.
Oh, come now, help an old woman and buy something.
So we're going to go ahead and buy the Traveling Merchant hat because it increases your item discovery by 25, and that'll be nice for when we farm stuff, and it'll be helpful early game. I'll probably switch it out for actual helmet whenever I get one that looks good enough to go with the old Paladin look. We're also going to want this Ferrous Lockstone immediately, as well as 2 firebombs. And we can buy the Blacksmith's Key now, but we're not going to be using it till later. But since I'm not going to be leveling up these souls, there's nothing else to spend it on at this point, so we're going to go ahead and do that. The only thing else we're going to buy from her here is this Fragrant Branch Yor, probably after we beat the first boss, because we'll need enough souls to do so. And then once we buy that, we will not need anything else from her, unless we want to buy these amber herbs later, or these are some life gems and human effigies. And we'll buy the rest of the Explorer's set later as well. Not now. But let's talk to her exhaustor dialogue, and then we'll finish out the episode.
My name is Malentia. You're a stranger to this land. Oh, we get as strangers these days. Everybody's gone and run off. Drang Lake's been a pile of rubble since the war fought long, long ago. And the giants crossed the sea. So
she mentioned the giants, and this entire fort is kind of a museum of the war that happened between the land of Drangleic and the giants from across the sea, and I'll discuss that as we go through the fort. Really, really cool stuff in here, actually. And if you actually pay attention to the dialogue, a lot of people say the lore in this game is a lot harder to pull out than the lore in Dark Souls 1. That's true because Dark Souls 1 is literally in your face. Oh yeah, we're gonna copy the Greek mythology for the most part, and then kind of change it, skew to our ways. But Dark Souls 1, like, you can accept it or you can't, but it's really, like, I took a, like, actual class on Greek history, and I've read multiple books on Greek mythology, and I can definitely spot, I wouldn't say a copy, but they borrowed, just like they borrowed from the Berserk anime, which I don't have a problem with because, you know, Miyazaki and the other guy, I think, have a history, so. But anyway, I'm not saying it's bad that I think Dark Souls 1 is a bad story. It doesn't. It was really interesting to me. I just didn't like the character I was playing. But this game, if you actually pay attention at the lore and the backstory is amazing. How it all fits together eventually. But we'll continue talking to her now.
Seemed like the battles would never end. Poor folk like myself had nary a place to sleep. That's why I keep all me things right with me. You may travel light, but methinks you bear a burden of your own.
Notice the kind of cloud effect on her hands. I haven't seen many people mention this before, but when you see that dark cloud effect on other enemies and NPCs, it signifies dark. Yeah, really interesting. We'll get into that a little later, of any theories I have on that. But, let's continue talking to her.
They say these trees grew from the remains of the giants. From each carcass sprouted new life growing into what you see now. But you know what they also say? Don't believe what an old hag says.
So we will see some of these trees she's talking about, as we go throughout the, Cardinal Tower Fort. Yeah. It's amazing. You'll see.
It's high time that I pick up a move. I've a bargain for you next time we meet, my love.
Alright, so that's all we needed to say. Now she will move to Majula once we've beaten the first boss of the area.
Thank you kindly.
Alright, so we're gonna switch up our nice hat for this garbage hat, but really useful hat at the same time. And we're gonna wrap up the episode. Yeah. Next time we're gonna head down the hole in the floor over there. Thanks everybody for watching, and have a good day.